My identity is based on where I'm from, and I'm from Brazil.
My identity is quite mixed. I grew up in Greece, I'm half Greek and half French, and I'm currently living in London.
It's hard to say what my identity is, it's because I think I'm still building it, because it's based on all my experiences that I've had in my entire life.
I think being Colombian is part of my identity, even if I live abroad for a long time.
I think speaking Japanese language is one of my most important part of identity because only Japanese people speak Japanese language in the world.
My identity is very linked to books. I've always read a lot since I was little. My parents used to buy us lots of books to me and my brother and my sister. So I would definitely say that I'm a reader.
I'm definitely Korean because it kind of is my first time to study abroad, and I sometimes I feel I want to eat our traditional food like kimchi, so kind of desperately. So at the time I feel I'm Korean.
It makes you different from each other country. It gives you something special. You're not the same as an European, as an American, or as an Asian people. So it gives you something that you own, even your accent when you speak another language, or your food, your music, your dance.
I feel more Brazilian when I'm speaking English because I need to go back to my roots as I'm not speaking already my own language.
About being Libyan, I should be proud of where I come from, but not necessarily that now I have to be more Libyan than before, because this is part of my identity. This is my nationality. Now I'm Libyan. After 10 years, I'm still Libyan, even if I'm away from home.
I think when I'm in the UK, I feel more Spanish than when I'm in Spain.
It will be nice to have like a neutral accent, but sometimes it's difficult because my native language is Spanish. So sometimes I can't pronounce the words perfectly because Spanish is always there, so it's a little difficult. But for me, it's not important to speak in English or British accent or American accent. It's important to me to be understood.
I think it's a beautiful thing to have an accent from which tells where you're from. For me, I like to be asked where you come from, and people ask me that because of my accent.
For me, it's not very important to sound like a native speaker because I think that accents are kind of cute and they define who you are. So I'm Spanish and I'm never going to stop being Spanish, and therefore my accent shows where I'm from. And for me, it's important to speak with good grammar rather than with a perfect accent.
I think I'm the same in both my language and English because of my fluency. I started when I was 8, and that makes it really easy to communicate in both language and just be myself.
I'm the same person when I speak in Japanese or English, but there's many differences of greeting. I've never done kiss or hugging with my friends, but it was first time to do it in England. And in Japan, I just do say hello or just bow, and there's certain distance with my friends.
I think when I speak in English, I'm a bit different to when I speak in Spanish because obviously, since I live in the UK, I'm also adopting and imitating certain behaviors and things that English people do. So definitely that changes the way I am. For example, in Spain, we're less apologetic than we are in England.
Personality doesn't have anything to do with language because you can show how you feel with your movements, the tone of your voice, the movements of your hands, but jokes are difficult.
I think I'm same. Yeah, I'm same because I try to use this same kind of joke. sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And I think, I'm the same person when I'm using Korean or when I'm speaking English.
I'm very sarcastic. And when I try to be sarcastic in English, sometimes people don't understand me. So I think sometimes, maybe because I'm learning, or maybe it's because I don't have, maybe it's something about intonation, I don't know.
In Greek, I'm much more talkative and expressive than I'm in English, but I'm still the same person. So I guess people, they see me as me, but probably not in all the aspects of my personality.
Speaking English doesn't make me feel different. Shouldn't make me feel different, actually.
You are who you are.